Hello, hello, and welcome back to another Thursday Tea with your fave medium, Danny. How are y'all doing? What's going on? So today is going to be a very special reading. I will be doing a psychic deep dive on the deep dark secrets of Zeus. What is going on? These relationships, the business, the money, right? And before I get started, I want to say I watch Zeus. I do watch the shows. I am someone that is being a fan of it to an extent. So it's not like I'm just kind of cherry picking off what's big, even though that's the case. But when you're watching the show, you're kind of sitting there, you're just like, something doesn't make sense. Like the money, right? It was a big thing of Zeus pays us well, this and that. And then we're starting to hear things that are the opposite. Then they're offering girls to come audition and giving them $5,000 golden tickets, and they haven't gotten their money. And then we're seeing the nastiness of what's going on in the workplace. I am an HR girly, been working in HR for 8 years. So we're seeing quid pro quo here. We're hearing things of sexual harassment. So I'm very curious just to see what is to come from this, right? And what I do find interesting about this, a lot of times when we're seeing these types of companies up and coming, especially ones that garner popularity, there's not a lot of too much nasty behind the scenes stuff already coming out. So, it's messy, it's sloppy. I'm ready to dig in. Let's see. And before I get started, please don't forget to follow me on all social media handles at Danny Benoin, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Along with that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button here on my channel and the bell button so you can be notified whenever I post. And it's always a really great tea. I have a lot of content that you can check out in the meantime of me having space of posting. If it's not soon enough for you, so much content. I have over 100 videos. So, take a deep dive. I've done so many deep dive videos, so many different types of pick a cards, careers, whatever you kind of want to get insight on. You can check it out. And also my Thursday teas, So let's get into it. Damn it, I'm an ancestor, spirit guides. Ask for your assistance, your guidance as I do this reading. You want to get the insight, deep insight on Zeus, the streaming network. What's to come from it? What's going on? Are you getting visions? It's going to be good. So I do have clear audience, clear sense, and I'm also very clear cognizant. I'm a medium, but I'm not trying to channel dead people here today. But I'm very psychic, so utilizing all my gifts to capture the picture as best as I can. And I do use regular playing cards. So let's get into it. Her pull a music card first. So I'm gonna pull a music card. If a Diddy song jump out, that's gonna be hilarious. Okay. What's the music? I like to use music cards. Lyrics tell me different types of messages. Sometimes it's not the song itself that is a shared message, but there's underlining or things there. So, music card, let's start music card for the deep dark secrets of Zeus. What's going on? Psychic insight. Tap in. Give me the key. I'm probably starting music cards. Also want to be in the music industry. So our music card is Lauryn Hill. Can't take my eyes off you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'll be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Immediately, obsession is what I'm getting from this. Within this network, there is an issue with obsession. Obsession with power. Obsession with collecting people, owning people. Obsession with being that one, doing their big one. It's just a lot of obsession here. And this is where some of that root is, because, obsession leads to ego. So can't take my eyes off you. I'm seeing here is there's a pattern, and, kind of goes back. I did not watch the clip on Not As TV, but I know Christina and Rock did a video discussing some of these things, and some of the lines that Christina discussed was, being kept away from people, being under watch. If you hear the rumors, and they kind of confirm Scotty has cameras in her house being watched. So one of the very big averting things here we're seeing is obsession. And, yes, Scotty is sleeping with, not a married man, he's not married, but someone taking in a situation. But I think the most glaring thing we're overlooking is this power dynamic. A boss not only sleeping with their employee, but paying their rent, if that is true, allegedly, and being so obsessed to have cameras in their home. And this is not the only one he's doing it with her. His wife is also, call her wife. She wants to be a wife, but he likes to call her that, but doesn't want to put, okay, that's cute with that little, but Janicia is also under some type of watch, but Scotty is in a different realm. And, he has a way of keeping his eyes on certain people that he is intimate with or with in a certain way. And maybe it's not in the same regard. Scotty has this very controlling aspect to their partnership, to their alleged partnership. While others could be, can't take my eyes off you. I'm going to make sure you're not really working anywhere else. Yeah, the other girls can all do, club appearances. But I don't want you to. You're different. You stay there. I'll give you whatever that money is. That power over exertion control. It's something that is very here. Along with that, it's not even just him. It just works itself down. The obsession with wanting to be in power, with saying we own something when we don't, like touching on Natalie, because I also saw her as I was shuffling my playing cards at first. So, this obsession, this need to be in control is a theme we're going to see throughout this reading, and how dangerous it could be, essentially. Let's see. Let's get some insight. Let's go. I'm going to be talking about the cards. And it's so funny. We talked about obsession and control, and a lot of money cards are coming out. All right. So first up is 2 of diamonds. And there's 9 diamonds. There's 2 of spades. And there's 5 hearts. So I see the story here. We have this 2 of diamonds. This call for balance with having to find balance within their network of where the money's going. And there isn't too good a balance here. They're in part of lessons that got into an issue when it came to communicating. Basically making promises, speaking big on the money thing when they don't have that backup, right? And this causes strife. It causes strife in the romantic partnerships. It causes strife across the board. And so how do we make it so we're able to make it afloat if we're not wanting to push out money over here? And in my DJ Envy reading case, deep dive I did on that case, and what's to come from that, I said that, there's a lot of celebrities, a lot of different businesses, companies that are a part of that were kind of like inputting money there on the low, but we're also seeing, just how contracts are not built up how they should be. And, they're making decisions of where they want to put the money and where it goes and where it doesn't. And because they're Zeus, because they have Nine, Jocelyn, because, they're so big and loud talking about all this, it's so easy to kind of throw shimmer in front of the camera when behind it, it's not as good, right? So we here have the money aspect here. The money that's attached with the power, but also how the money essentially is not non-existent, but is not as much as what we're inputting on. We have loans, we have credit, we have people that are investing in hopes of getting return. And we're not even getting to, where the other side of money could come from, which is the sex work. Let's see. This environment is actually very toxic work environment. And What I'm also seeing here is, we got a 7 of spades. There's a lot of lies intertwined into here. Some girls are probably brought on told, do really good this season, do your big one. We're going to make sure to bring you back, and we're going to pay you. You're going to be like the next fish on. You're going to be taken care of because you did that. But we're seeing that as word gets around, as people start talking, they're understanding how some people are getting their certain positions while others are not. And how some people, what they're willing to do for that. But because that is the type of platform and environment set, that is the normalization with this company. So we have this for hearts, family members. There's some people here that could be related within Zeus. Not like the talent or anything, but people behind the scenes, you could probably see there's a lot of familial dynamic, which is why things are able to happen the way they are. And also, they're also causing harm because of their protection within this company. 2 of Hearts, we have, there's someone here who wanted or wants to step out of Zeus, and we're probably going to see them. I'm not talking about Stunning Girl, she's already stepped out. But there's somebody here who it's going to be a kind of a shock to us that is going to want to step out of Zeus and actually start discussing certain things that have happened. They probably have been a part of a situation with someone in the company, or maybe with a hidden founder that does not like to have their name or face out there. But we're going to be hearing a lot more insidious details as to what goes on within the Zeus Network. And the 7 of Spades is telling me all the lies, all the cover-up, all the deceit and the betrayal, because a lot of people in this company are betraying one another. A lot of them really don't trust each other, and they do trust each other. It is very astringent because some of it's fake, some of it is literally politics. Yes, let's get some more insight. What is to come? What scandals? What's to come up from the Zeus Network when it comes to this network? Let's come up from issues of the Zeus Network. Give me insight. Give me the roadmap. As we know, Lemmy is trying to pivot. He's talking about getting more into scripted TV. And I think this has a lot to do with the fact that, a lot of drama, things on cover has came around. But the issue is he's probably not going to be able to get off scot-free like he wants. Does that mean, yes, what we see here is there's a lot of expenses that goes into sitcom TV. We have this 10 of clubs here, which is showing me like some movement action has come to an end. So the person that left could be a very big assistance within that. So it could be an exec, it could be somebody that's working behind the scene. Also, we're seeing 5 of diamonds here, a lot of money issues, and then these 3 of hearts again. So there's going to be some extra third party issues between relationships within this network. I'm also seeing, I see sexual harassment lawsuits to come. There's a lot of men that work behind the scenes on this network and within this show, a lot more men. And so I am seeing here things start to become revealed and come out, especially just stemming from what happened after auditions. What else? So the sex work I discussed is something that is underlining tone within the show. And so basically, what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on behind, and it's not, everybody in that cast is not a part of it, It's a very specific group. It's whoever, I believe, I see Natalie, whoever's Natalie's trusting and choosing, but that is another piece of where the bag is coming from. And we're going to see a lot more of this come about when, as the year goes by, as the year continues. I'm seeing 2025 is when Zeus could have the reckoning. Essentially, 2024, we're going to see the seeds being planted, and things are really becoming real, competition within the streaming networks, people discussing things that were happening on that network on another platform again. But it catching a lot more weight because it's from people that people liked on Zeus, So we're seeing some background people, some execs leaving. We're also seeing, some actual talent that can be moved about, moved around, or something can really happen to them. They're just done, right? But I will say, in the Zeus Network, they are connected spiritually to something. There's somebody here that is a spiritual worker within that network. And I want to say it's not like they're doing workings or anything. By working, I mean like spell work, but very intuitive. Someone who is, protecting them or, kind of maybe doing washes for people, but they are being connected with folks that are spiritually inclined. So, which is why there is this sense of bravado, this sense of ego, when it's like if you were really tapping and you really understood, ain't nobody above from getting motherfucking karma. Like, come on. So we're gonna see like as these lawsuits come about, and at first we're gonna see okay, maybe a settlement, but then we're just gonna also the connection with Diddy. The CEO is really close with Diddy, and so what is that? What type of thing is this gonna have an impact on? And that is the lack of protection, a lack of being able to kind of move under the radar to do those other underlying things that are necessary, not a part of the show. Mm-hmm. King of Clubs, yes. And what I do see here is Diddy could have been the one to have to stop doing the action for a bit because he's not in a place anymore to be like a figure at the moment. He has his own thing going on, but I could see like money possibly being drawn from that area unexpectedly and them having to amp it up a bit more. So on the show, we might see some different themes changing, like, it went from slightly showing, girls' tops coming off because of the fire, but it becoming very insidious as like the camera angles or what the girls are doing. You can see like it's them trying to sell the sex work, so behind the scenes they would get that money rolling in, whether it's OnlyFans, whether it's having sex with clients, who knows, whatever. But I am seeing that come out a bit more, and there could be a couple of people who felt pressured or who felt that because this was a world they knew, a world they used to be a part of, that's what they have to do in order to continue to further themselves. Mm-hmm. Also, we're going to see an uptick as talent switches and moves. A lot of discussion about rehab, um, Alcoholics Anonymous, the health and mental toll that this network took on them. We're going to see an uptick of those stories come out because a lot of those people are healing and they have healed enough to start coming out and telling their story and dealing with ignorant podcast niggas. Don't go to podcast niggas, please. Don't, y'all, don't. But we're going to see a lot more. We've been seeing it from specific people, but we're going to start seeing a very big uptick. We're also going to hear complaints and shouting because there's some money that was processed and set supposed to be sent and paid that ain't going to get paid. So we're starting to see how this ego, this obsession, it's overtaking him, especially. You're not paying attention to your company, really. You're so busy focused on trying to be the guy that people are fighting over, trying to exert control over this person, that person, thinking you're pulling the strings when really everything's crumbling around you because you're not smart, you're not thinking, you're not paying attention and focusing on what matters in that moment. Mm-hmm. There is a chance here in programming for them to make a step in. They're trying to figure out a new way for money, but lies in the sea, it's going to be paired with it. So what you really want to be careful of as a fan of them, yes, they're coming out this new content, this new programming, but is it shimmering like it is saying on the other side? A lot of lies and deceit about some of these things coming forward. I thought, including when it comes to Baddies Caribbean and other shows coming forward, there's some lies behind the scene. There's some things that were not true, and we're just gonna see this starting to really blow out here. Okay, let's pull some last cards, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. What's going on with Zeus? That Seven of Spades keeps jumping out with this jump opportunity. Yeah, somebody's going to jump from the network and from an opportunity that they're given because of lies being told to them, deceit and betrayal. And that is what's going to be a very big crack that gets hit to their armor, known as the Zeus Network. All right, y'all, my name is Danny, your favorite psychic medium, heading out. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was pretty fun. Just really digging deep into the inside of where this company can go. And I'm not excited for things to come out, but I am curious and excited to see, what rolls out and what comes out. And if you like this reading and you mess with the kid, I was going to say another word, but we're on YouTube. Go ahead, like I said, subscribe, hit that bell button so you can be notified whenever I post, because I have started a new series where I'm doing psychic reading on cold cases. And if you're here, I'm pretty sure you're very much into, cold cases, snapped, all those things. But I'm doing psychic readings on those cold cases to see if I can get insight and assist the case with hoping to find the person that murdered them or to solve it. And so if you're into that stuff, you're into the little spooky stuff, come check me out. And y'all have a good day now. Bye.